Hello everyone and welcome to my monthly vlog. This vlog is all about things I've been talking about this month at Magenta. Number one has been around tax year end planning. As we approach the end of one tax year and the beginning of a new tax year, it's important to think about tax allowances. If possible, you should consider maximising your £20,000 ISA limit each tax year or use as much of it as you can. If you're under 40, it might be beneficial to use the lifetime ISA for some of this, helping save towards a house or your retirement and getting that extra bonus uplift from the government. If you're parents or grandparents, also remember you could consider paying into a child's junior ISA each year too, if you'd like to save for their future and if agreed with their parents. Utilising and maximising pension allowances is really important too. Tax relief into pensions is one of the most generous tax savings available from the UK government, and put simply, for every £1 you pay into a pension, you will only pay 80p, and in some cases, maybe even less if you're a higher earner. Other tax allowances to think about are, if you're a higher earner, consider the options of other tax relievable investments if your risk appetite and cash flow allows. These could include things like VCTs and EIS. Remember your annual gift allowances. If you're keen to mitigate inheritance tax, then you can utilise the annual gift exemption of £3,000 each year without any tax consequences. And if you have any capital gains that could be crystallised in a portfolio, then sometimes it's good tax planning to utilise these allowances before the tax year end. Of course, all of these things will be dependent on your personal circumstances, and you should take personal financial advice and talk about your own personal situation with us. Number two is about dementia awareness. This month, we've undertaken our annual dementia awareness training. As you may be aware, Magenta is committed to being dementia friendly, and we've been working towards this for several years. We deal with many clients who either have or are impacted by this disease, and it can be really challenging when it comes to dealing and managing finances. Most commonly, it's very hard on the family of the person living with dementia, and we find our support is primarily needed more for them. One of my new clients this month find themselves in this situation. In the last 2 years, COVID-19 has led to more and more challenges for families and carers, worries about care homes and restricted visits, financial scams on the rise, and mental health issues owing to isolation. As a business, being dementia friendly means we can be aware of the signs to look out for and how to handle some of the issues that come up sensitively and with care. We know how hard it can be, and we're here to ensure that we make things easier and remove some of that worry. I'm really proud to know that our team are so committed to being compassionate and caring with our clients. We know that this is the scary times, and worry over COVID-19 aren't quite yet over, especially for the vulnerable. So we will continue to support you, our clients, as much as possible, and please do reach out if you need our help. Number three is all about women. This month it was International Women's Day, a time to celebrate social, economic and political achievements of women. Magenta is passionate about supporting women in finance, both helping female clients and in mentoring new financial planners. This month I met 3 new clients, all at different stages of life with different needs and ambitions for their lives. Every one of them with a slightly different life story, but each of them going through or considering a transition, a life change, which has led them to talk to us. A lot of people ask me whether financial planning is really different for women. Should today's women take a different approach to financial planning to secure a financial future to maybe men or even their grandmothers and mothers? The answer, of course, is complex. The mechanics of financial planning will be the same for everyone, but today's women need to take other issues into account to ensure their financial future and security. At Magenta, our experience tells us that women value different things in life sometimes to men, and thus they will spend their money and their time differently. A comprehensive financial plan for women will give consideration to a variety of different things to maybe a male financial plan, including longevity, because we know women generally live longer than men, so we'll need more money to be financially secure. It might consider career breaks or part-time hours owing to caring responsibilities for children or elderly relatives, which can often mean that careers are interrupted, and this really greatly impacts on pension accumulation in a lifetime. Delegating financial things to a significant other day to day often means that women don't have all the information they need or are ill prepared to manage and understand their finances independently. This causes a lack of confidence, and in particular when faced with divorce, illness or bereavement, creates an additional layer of vulnerability that requires extra skills to navigate and the best way to support a client. And women are often now looking after 4 generations, often acting as financial stewards for elderly parents, children and grandchildren, as well as themselves. Magenta is thrilled this year to be shortlisted in 3 categories in the Women in Financial Advice Awards. Whilst we don't only look after female clients, it's wonderful to be recognised as a leader in this field and something we do champion. So that's my 3 things this month, and I hope you've found it useful and of interest. And if you're thinking about making a big change in your life, which might impact your finances, and want to know what you can do about this with peace of mind for the future, get in touch and we'd be delighted to help.